Hello, my name is Zachary Crane. I'm a Canisius grad student, and today we are going to be talking about leadership philosophies. Now, before anything, you have to understand what leadership is. Webster's dictionary says that it's the action of leading a group of people or an organization. Now, many people have different leadership styles. These are categorized into four different types. There are a set of philosophies and methods that a person uses to manage, guide, and motivate others. The first one is authoritarian. This is a directive behavior. They really like to make decisions on their own. Bureaucratic is the next one. This is more of like an insecure person. They go mainly just by the rules, and they're a little more impersonal. Third is democratic. This is more of like open communication between a group of people rather than just one person to get to the goals that they're trying to meet. And lastly is laissez-faire. This is a permissive person who really abstains from leading. They like to go with more of like power of staff. For me, my leadership style is democratic leader. Being that I'm a baseball coach at Hilbert College, actually where I graduated, I really like to understand where my players' heads at to be able to get to where they need to be. I like to record them. I like to show them their footage, give them feedback, and then hear what they have to say. And once I hear what they say, being able to understand what they know and what they think, I can get them to where they need to be. Not only am I a baseball coach, but also I work in plastics industry. We work with a lot of commodity and engineering grades, a lot of sales. It's really important to show other people that you're a worthy person, and not just a worthy person, but someone that they can trust, and that goes hand in hand with being a leader is your values. For me, I have a few that I live by, and that's being reliable. Having people be able to come to me and talk to me is very important, trustworthy. I like when people, can come up to me and talk to me and not have, a worry that I'm going to go and talk to somebody else about what they were just talking about. We read a book in this class from Bren Brown. It was called Dare to Lead. She talks about the importance of living into our values. Without having values, you as a person could possibly make an impulsive decision down the line that you could possibly regret. What's important though is your values must have a meaning. You have to practice what you preach. If you're thinking about it, do you really support your values if you don't put them into place? And I think that goes hand in hand with what we're going to talk about now is decision making. During our class, we had to take a DISC assessment, which stands for dominance, influence, conscientiousness, and your steadiness. And it comes back and gives you some advice on what your style is. And mine was an assessor. I apply creative focus to practical, workable concepts, and I make them doable. Uncomfortable decisions, are something that I did struggle with at first, but over time, being a college coach, you have to deal with a lot of uncomfortable decisions and a lot of uncomfortable conversations with your players. That figuring out the problem, talking about a problem, is something that's really important. There is a athletic director, longtime athletic director that worked at the University of Notre Dame. His name is Jack Swarbrick. He talks about putting your values, morals, and goals into every problem solution that you come with. If you're gonna come up with a solution, are your morals, are your goals, are your values following the problem solving that you're doing? Is the solution that you came up with follow what you preach? And that goes back to what I was saying, practicing what you preach. If you're going to come up with a solution that you would never feel comfortable with if you were in their footsteps, or if you have a conversation with a player and then they're really struggling about something, and you come up with this absurd decision, are you going to agree with that? Probably not. Being that I am a coach, going back to this, I know I keep talking about it. We really had a struggling issue in the beginning of the year. We finished 3-8 from spring training. Not good. Not good at all. I had to come up with a few ideas what was going on within our team, and really the first thing that came to mind was trust. We didn't have a lot of players that trusted each other. We had guys going up to the plate with guys on the bench thinking that they were automatically going to get out, they weren't going to produce for us, and that's a big issue. For me, what I thought was good was, having the players play catch with a different person, have our guys, have team meetings, team dinners without the coaches there to be able to understand and figure out each other before we could, proceed with what was going on in the baseball field. Being a good leader is important to not only myself, but, my guys as well. I really care about my players. There's something about them that, makes me want to keep going every day and leave an everlasting effect on them. Everything that I say, they look up to. It's a process. You got to gain the trust. You got to be reliable. You got to be able to spit facts for them to be able to believe you. And I feel like that really comes together with, going back to my democratic leadership style. There's a lot of guys that I care about, and that's all 33 of them. All of their input really, helps me with be able to not only just see how successful we are, but as a team, how successful we are. Overall, I really thank you for listening. Yeah, bye.